Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Cram Jam. My name is Jack, also known as Peebus.
My name is Chris, also known as Ericot.
My name is Goon, also known as Marcus.
And I'm Fred, also known as Alternate Anthony.
That is true, everybody. So we, last episode, had put out a request.
There was an incident.
There was an
incident.
An incident involving...
the Among Us episode.
Yes, and we requested that some people message us and apply to be the new Anthony.
Yeah, our replacement.
And right here is our winner.
Say hi to Anthony, everyone.
Say hi to Anthony.
This is Anthony. He looks the same. He's never looked any different.
Identical.
Whoa, hey, what the fuck is this?
Oh my god. Oh my
I thought we told you to get the fuck out. I thought we told you to get the fuck out. You butchered my idea. You butchered my idea. My baby.
You told me this wasn't going to be a problem.
You know what?
Son of a fucking bitch.
Okay.
You gotta go fast!
Yeah, I need you to get me off Cram Jam. This is not good for my image.
I will say, this. If you're listening to this, I cannot cut those out. If you're listening to this on audio, either on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, I would highly suggest going to our YouTube channel, because this is our first ever in-person video episode.
Yes.
And our
You
first guest.
Second guest. But second guest.
Second guest.
Our
true.
first, of course, being Buddy the Rat.
Buddy the
Right,
Rat.
right.
We
Many
have had on
months
the
ago.
podcast.
And
I challenged him to a
Well,
fight.
technically the third guest, because Miles went on the pod.
Miles
Miles
also-
is our reoccurring
Technically
guest.
fourth, because also Big Bungus invaded.
I'm
Yeah.
feeling much less important right now.
Everyone, welcome Fred.
Welcome, Fred, yes.
Yeah, it's
Our
Fred.
first scripted guest. There we go.
Yes,
Yeah.
our first intended guest.
Absolutely.
So we have a very special episode for you guys today because we just subjected ourselves to 5 hours of torture, all condensed into 90 minutes. That being called Fred the Movie.
That's
Ooh.
right.
You guys get it? Because his name's...
It's an autobiographical movie about Fred, the man sitting right there.
Absolutely.
I'm not associated with this. From now on, I will be referred to as Sergio.
This is Sergio.
Yes.
Fred does not exist.
Fred is dead forever. And
Fred got hit by a bus.
So here's the funny thing. When we were originally planning for this, we tried to find Fred on streaming. And realized it's on no streaming platform at all.
No.
And
It's a ghost movie. It does not exist anymore.
it is
Which is good.
100% lost media. There was a single copy of it on Amazon for like $17. $22
exactly.
as well as a box set of all three movies for $140. Luckily, Chris here found a DVD copy of it.
Yeah.
Where?
It was on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would arrive in time for us to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, if you ever want to watch Fred the movie, good fucking luck.
Don't. Just
Yeah.
do yourself a favor and let this episode, we will tell you what you missed.
Pirate it. I mean,
Yeah, pirate it. No.
Can you censor?
It's not even worth
No,
that.
pirate it. Fuck you.
Not even worth
Absolutely,
Not
please
even
do.
worth it.
Yeah, pirate it. Dude.
Don't put the files on your computer. You will get a virus.
So we are fresh out of just finishing Fred the movie. We just watched it downstairs. This is my house. This is my office where I record
Yeah,
every
if you want to
episode.
know his address.
Office Paw.
We're all we had to fly him in from East Bobo. It spans a great deal of land. And I don't know if you listen to our podcast. Okay,
Yeah.
because if you don't, none of this would make any sense.
We're just saying
And it
words.
might not anyway. We would just be saying words.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, this is so
Yeah.
different than how we usually do
Absolutely.
it. Well, how about we just get into the movie?
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
God.
Fred the movie came out in 2010, and it of course is about it follows the adventures of Fred, the online character from YouTube.
The psychopath.
This is Fred
Yeah.
the psychopath.
Yeah.
You mean the schizophrenic?
He's got a lot of titles.
He's got a lot.
Stalker.
Sociopath,
Yeah.
The
manipulator.
screaming loser, gay, faggot.
He did come out as gay, so, I mean...
Wait, maybe that's
And
problematic.
I'm also gay.
I
so
also
I'm
suck
queer,
penis,
so
and I called him faggot.
Yeah. Why did you put two of the gays on the side over here?
Right next to each
Hey,
other.
hey,
yourselves.
they're separating us from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. You know what? Yeah.
Just for the sake of it. That's like
Why is Anthony over there? Anyways, so this movie was
Oh, are you upset?
atrocious.
Is that upsetting?
Yeah. Huh?
This
Wanna
movie. Listen, I kind of like it.
No. No.
I,
The
No,
only
I'm
thing
with
you
Jack.
like,
Fuck
no, the thing
Christ.
you liked about it was watching him get hurt.
Yeah,
that
that's
is
true.
the
I
one
didn't
thing.
notice that.
There is the first thing that got us to actually belly laugh. John Cena is his dad.
John Cena is the best part of this.
John
film.
Cena
Yeah.
is his
Great.
dad and does
That was
actually great. I don't know if he actually does great or if it's just in comparison with the rest of the movie that we just enjoyed seeing him there.
I think
John Cena's
he's
a great
great.
actor. He's a
Yeah, I
phenomenal
think he did
actor.
great.
This was like his first like movie role,
That's a shame.
like in a
That
movie.
is-
That's
like,
a
for
true
real.
I
shame.
don't think that's
He,
fair.
I
He only
watched
got
an interview
$25,000
with
for
him.
it.
I watched an interview with him where he said that it wasn't until this movie that he like fully considered. And first movie may be a stretch, but he said that it wasn't until this movie that he actually considered taking up acting as a serious thing.
Well, he does
This
it-
made
he did
him
it
want to
beforehand,
keep acting?
WWE.
Hmm?
He did it beforehand.
That's
WWE.
good.
WWE's
Film
not
acting.
scripted.
Traditional acting. You're ruining his dreams.
So
It's like
John
telling Fred
Cena,
Santa isn't real.
John Cena is his imaginary dad that doesn't actually exist, and at one point he's just like yelling at Fred. It's not even the weird thing is their relationship isn't painted in a negative light; it's painted in a positive light. But this scene is John Cena screaming at Fred, and then takes a glass pitcher and bashes it over Fred's
Smashes
skull,
it across it.
just fully.
Oh,
and
it's
we
beautiful.
died. We were so happy because the whole time you were like, I want him to get hurt.
Before we get too far, it was directed by a guy named Clay Weiner.
Clay Weiner.
Clay.
Rest his soul.
And that's all I gotta say about the beginning.
Yeah, he's dead.
He will be.
The entire movie was basically just Fred screaming absolute nonsense, random cuts of just nothing, and then him getting the shit kicked out of him. And that's honestly
Yeah.
the good parts of the movie, which was like about 20%.
It's really
Versus
just
screaming.
a series of hallucinations.
It's
No,
like
no,
it's
no.
like a
Precisely what it
Family
is.
Guy cutaway the movie, but
Yeah.
really awful
They
and
even
made
use-
for children.
They even used the same cut like 4 times of him jumping on a Tempur-Pedic bed.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Singing a copyrighted song, which I thought that was crazy. Even when I was young, I was like, can they do that?
What's
Or,
this song called?
Baby, there's a 911 on the dance floor.
Ooh,
That's what it's called.
That's the whole title of the song.
the full title of the
Baby,
song.
there's a
called
911 on the
911.
dance floor.
I think it is
Aw.
called
Oh,
911.
That's a Tyler the Creator song. Nice try. Anyways.
No,
Nice try, liberal.
You're not going to fool me this time. You always try to get me with this bit.
Junior gaslighting.
you in this 911 song.
I'm gonna sleep in my tent.
You in the 911 bit. He mentions the 911 every podcast, but Jack has to cut it out just for, the sake of
do.
it. It doesn't make any sense.
do.
But what else doesn't make any sense is this fucking movie. Nothing is coherent.
The plot essentially is that he is in love with this woman who lives next to him, and they're in high school, and she moves away, and so he has to go to her house to do what?
Break in?
I can-
Anybody know?
I can
Just
better
to say
explain.
hi, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what it is. What
the
do you mean?
plot of this movie is Fred stalking this girl that wants nothing to do with him, so she
Absolutely true.
moves away from him, and then he still follows her all the way to this house to go to a party he's not invited to and vomit on her.
And
That is his end goal.
Yeah, and
Mind
along
you,
the
he just
way.
walks in.
Yeah,
Mind
doesn't
you-
knock.
The entire time, he refers to Judy as his girlfriend, and they're going to be in love forever.
Unless it's in a hallucination, they are never shown speaking to one another at all
Yeah.
throughout the whole film.
He watches her from his bedroom window.
Correct. And he follows her home even though she lives... Wow. I don't know if you guys heard that.
That was impressive. That guy has a big penis.
Yeah. That,
Suck it.
That man
Anyways.
is well endowed.
Yeah.
There was a
Great.
very loud motorcycle. What the fuck were we talking
I have a bullet point here.
Please.
The movie is tinged with lots of racial humor. That was very
Yep.
jarring.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris made a good point. Every minority, Fred screams and runs away from.
Yeah.
Absolutely true.
He fully screams and runs away.
They're also presented in some sort of stereotype, whether it's I don't
There's scenes where he's like, he sees Asian people and gets freaked out because he's like, oh my god, I digged all the way to China, because there was a scene where he dug down
to get to Judy's house.
To get to Judy's house, but really
to break into her backyard.
To break into her backyard, but really she just moved, and an Asian family dug in. So he assumes dug in. I mean, moved in. So he assumes that this Asian family is Chinese, and then runs away because you're like, you kidnapped my girlfriend. And then there was another
screams,
scene.
Can I quote the exact thing he yelled?
Absolutely.
He yells, Asian people kidnapped Judy.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes. And it was...
And I don't know if he would have specified white people kidnapped Judy.
No, he wouldn't have.
If,
he wouldn't have.
No.
And if it was black people, it'd be like,
beep, 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 beep.
One of the funniest bits is that he constantly calls 911 and they keep on fucking hanging up on him.
Which, who wouldn't?
Honestly.
Yeah.
God, fuck him. Also, his mom is constantly high, it would seem, on something.
Yeah.
We made a joke that
we
made a joke that she was taking opioids, and I think it might be true, or opiates or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna punch you. I actually will punch you in the face.
She's always seen sleeping on her Tempur-Pedic.
Yes.
She's always absolutely blasted
Why is
too when
every
she's
bed a
sober.
Tempur-Pedic?
What do you mean?
Because it was
Do you not like
sponsored.
Tempur-Pedic?
I don't know what's going on.
We are
They're pretty
sponsored by
good.
Tempur-Pedic.
They're really good.
Anyways,
don't say that actually.
This is terrible.
we have to establish it, otherwise the fucking laws.
We're not sponsored.
Jack, lying
might
is
be.
a crime.
Anyways, there was another racist scene where he sees a Mexican guy, and he's like, and he speaks Spanish, and he's like, get out of my head, you're using alien language. And it's like,
Yeah.
there's no way.
He calls him a spaceman.
He goes to spaceman. There's no way that alien using in a racially charged way wasn't a thing before this. So what was he doing? What is this joke? I'm over it.
It was pretty jarring, to say the least.
Yes.
The whole movie was jarring. The last 30 minutes, it felt like it was probably 10, but it felt like 30 minutes was a montage of him filming a thing.
God.
By the way, the message of this movie, you might be wondering what the message is. It is, if you manipulate everybody, you will get what you want. Yeah. That is the message of the movie.
Yep.
Also, stalking a girl makes her
fall in love with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's great messages.
Yeah.
Great messages
It is
for
Stockholm,
children.
actually.
Yeah.
It's fully
Absolutely
Stockholm.
is.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
So what ends up happening is Fred goes to this party he wasn't invited to, vomits on the girl that he's stalking, and then
This is the first hour of the movie, by the way.
Yeah. So then after that happens, you finally get to that point. You're like, God damn it, we're almost done with this movie. Thank God. He then goes to get back at everybody who went to this party that he wasn't invited to for being invited to a party. That's what he's getting back at them for. He goes and gives letters saying, you are not invited to my party, and then creates
To be fair, they do mercilessly bully him.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
But he deserves it.
A little bit, yeah.
It was the
That's
pettiest.
the fucking
Yeah.
movie he does.
It was the pettiest thing ever.
Yo, when the bully at the party was just like, hey guys, it's Fred! And everyone fucking started dying laughing. That would have been me. I would have been laughing my fucking ass
Yeah,
off.
that's
He's the
hilarious.
hero, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Fred's the
everybody...
Kevin is the hero of this movie.
Which is weird, because he's the bully. Why do they paint the... Genuinely, Fred is the villain of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In all writing, archetypes, he is a villain.
You made a great point while we were watching that every other person is really good.
Yes.
Actually does a very good job.
Every
It is
actor.
just Lucas, whatever the fuck his last name is.
Siglehorn.
The character Fred, his last name is
Oh my
Fred
god,
Fred
that's
Yes.
fucking hilarious.
It's only him that's insufferable.
And the writing. The writing
Yeah.
is
The
insufferable.
writing's
Yeah.
bad,
You know-
but that's the thing. The writing for the other characters is kind of funny.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? If you didn't know the context of Fred, but you knew the backstory of his family, he would sound like a supervillain. His dad is never there, but when he is there, he beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And his mother is not there because she's constantly, high as fuck. And everyone he knows hates him. His neighbors reject him. And nobody wants to be his friend.
Oh, he's kind of like Joker.
He's-
right?
He's the Joker.
There is this beautiful shot in which it is nighttime after he is thrown out of this party after he vomits on everybody, and including Judy. And he takes the bus back home, and it is fully the mirrored shot from Joker of Joaquin Phoenix on the bus.
Stole from Fred.
It is uncanny. It will be the thumbnail at this point,
Yep.
but I'm just going to put it up right now. Here's the image that I have photoshopped. It's incredible. I love it.
We died at that.
Oh man.
Honestly, though, like, so what he ends up doing, he throws a party, he videos this party, making it look like there's a bunch of people there, and then uploads it online. And because of that, everyone wants to be his friend, and that's the end of the movie. And then the girl wants to date him, and that's literally how the movie ends. And you go, wait, what the fuck?
So
Jeanette McCurdy is in it.
Yeah.
And she's awesome. She's so good.
She's like the best character,
Yeah,
honestly.
literally the best character. I think it goes Jeanette McCurdy, John Cena, Invisible
The
Person.
damn guy.
No,
The damn guy. Can we talk about the damn guy?
Pretty good.
Please, that
At
was...
one point, if you haven't seen the movie,
Don't.
don't.
Yeah.
Please
You
don't.
can skip it, and you can't anyway, because it's impossible to find it.
Yep.
But there's a scene
Don't
where he
spend
runs, because he's like traveling across the town to go to Judy's house. There's a scene where he encounters a dam, and there's this like like forest ranger working at it. And he's the best guy. I love him.
he looked like he was having a great time.
He's so fucking
He
funny.
intentionally scared the fuck out of Fred. And
Yeah.
it was beautiful. It was
Yeah.
beautiful. Also, with a whole bunch of damn bass puns.
Yeah.
Damn bass puns.
And then
They
sent
say
them off into the woods.
damn because it's Nickelodeon, and you can't say that. But also, Fred says sex appeal, and I didn't think you could say that.
They have a crotch shot.
Right, yeah, center.
Huge
Yeah.
penis shot. It's sorry. The
Wording.
the shot was huge. The penis was not.
The
Penis was not visible.
The actor Lucas was
Fred
17 at the time, by the way.
Yeah, 17 years old, and they had a crotch shot.
There was at least 9 shots of women's feet, by the way, and it was not directed by Dan Schneider. So,
Yeah, apparently, I'm so sorry, he was not involved in this movie at all, which is very surprising to me.
agreed.
It feels like something his.
So Nickelodeon has more foot fetish people, apparently.
Yeah.
It's everybody.
So if you were confused about where we are in the story, so it goes 30 minutes of Fred fucking off and just trying to get to Judy's house, and then when he realizes Judy isn't there, he travels all across town to find her, crashes a party, is completely humiliated, makes a fake party, then now everyone is his friend, and he gets the girl.
Yep.
Personally, I think that he should have went with Jeanette McCurdy's character because...
That at least would have been showing some character growth.
Yeah, being like, I don't need this white bitch. Now I have this non-binary goth queen.
Yeah, this alt chick actually really helped him out and really had him, like...
Was nice to him.
Was nice to him and also helped him, like, show that he's a cool person, I suppose.
I think the right message for this movie is to end with him just being like, you know what, I don't really need friends to be myself.
Precisely.
That's
That
But-
at least is a good message.
Because of the party he had and the montage and video he created, he became the most popular person at school.
Which
And
that
also-
the montage, they show a montage of him filming, and then the video. The
Yeah.
video, I feel like, was longer than
About-
the montage of him filming.
It's like 15
Yes.
minutes of him and Jeanette
It's
McCurdy
so
making
long.
the video, like
With
putting
like, mannequins
yeah,
and
stuffing
like,
pants
stuffed
with
pants.
like newspapers and shit, and then another 30 minutes of the video.
Which wasn't even what they used. There were actual people in
Yeah,
the
there were
video.
actual people in the
Yeah,
video.
very obviously you can see like people's knees bending, which the mannequins would not have been able to have bending knees.
The
You see
fingers.
somebody's actual face at one point. I was watching for it. You actually see a person's head at one point. That is 100% not a mannequin.
Crazy.
I'll play devil's advocate. I thought it was long just because I thought the movie sucked. But if it was a good movie, I would have enjoyed the montage because I thought it was really creative.
If it was shorter,
Maybe.
I probably would have enjoyed it
I would have
too.
enjoyed it for shorter.
I agree. Yeah.
The budget for this film was $4 million.
All of it went to John Cena.
All of it
He actually only got $25,000 for that movie.
That
is the most depressing.
Why-
thing.
You know what? It's not that surprising because all he did before was WWE, and they don't pay well either.
Yep.
So
That's a good point. Also, there's a part where there's like a black dude that is a deer. Like,
Yeah.
I should explain.
it's a talking deer
It's
with
a talking
the voice.
deer with the voice of like an Eddie Murphy type.
it was literally
so
a donkey like rip
ridiculous.
off.
Yeah.
And then he starts singing with Fred, and they're both like offbeat, which isn't correct because like black people have rhythm. That was a stupid joke. That was a fucking. Anyways,
Having you make these noises next to me is so different than through my headphones.
anyways, it was that part was really interesting because I was like, all I could think of is this is just store bought Eddie Murphy.
God, yeah.
And it's bad. It was like, oh hell, come on, Fred, let's go. Oh, niggas, yeah. Oh,
I can't find a single article that reads like how much money this movie made, other than in pounds in the UK.
It wasn't theatrically released.
It was in the UK, and it made $257,000, taking the number 8 spot in the UK.
So
British people are watching Fred. This is why British are stupid and fucking idiots.
Yeah.
The premiere of Fred had 7.6 million views.
Huh.
Jesus Christ.
there's a lot of music.
I mean, I was there. I was watching it. I was one of the 7 million.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
actually-
also watching it.
That was the biggest
Kill
kill
my first time
in the
watching
entire world, actually. The most amount of deaths in a movie theater. 7.6 million deaths.
Yeah,
Watching Fred the movie.
it's crazy.
They all simultaneously died. Randomly.
It's like how there was that one like strobe scene in that Pokemon movie, so they had to put like warnings before it because a bunch of people were having seizures. Everybody just died.
It's
fully
like
died.
Lavender Town, the Lavender Town legend from the original Pokemon game that caused a bunch of people to kill themselves. It's basically that, but in movie form. It's awful. It's awful.
And we're next.
Yeah.
It was like
Bye,
a-
guys.
Cuts.
Can we get a shot, please, of us not on the
we're
couch?
all gone. Yeah.
Can we get a shot of us not on the couch so it just fades away there?
No, because I'm not cutting this out.
Fuck you.
There's a scene where towards the end of the movie, the mid and middle school that Fred is attending falls down.
Just fall.
And I think that was the funniest
It
part.
seemed like an accident.
Yeah, I know.
Because why is that there?
There was no reason, and we all died.
Oh, that's another thing. Why is the school cheap? Like, there was no implication that the middle school was like poorly funded or
Uh-huh.
like poor people.
Also, it's a middle school?
It's a high school.
Well, it said
Why
middle
does it
school.
middle
It
school?
did
The
say middle school.
You're right.
Did it?
But
Yeah.
he's canonically 15 in this movie.
He
was held back.
Yeah, he was held back. Are you surprised?
Everybody else is 13.
Yeah, but the mid falls down, and I think
The
that was
bully's
the
23.
funniest unintentional joke I've ever
23.
saw in a
Yeah.
movie.
Oh dear God, that's a no. No. But so there's a lot of scenes of musical numbers, and
God.
one of them
They're all
was
bad.
entirely auto-tuned wrong.
It was weird.
It was so bad. It
Yeah.
genuinely, every time a note was sung, I was like, ah. Like, they
Yeah.
actually have a British, like, singer
They
playing
proved that
Judy.
the woman playing Judy could sing.
And
Yeah.
sing
in other
really well.
scenes, but she sounded fucking weird.
She sounded awful in that. And it was all auto-tuned to be, like, off-pitch.
She
And it was
actually
like, what
is
the
a fuck?
musical.
musical artist in the UK.
Yeah.
She goes by the name Pixie Lotz.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yep.
that S.
She goes by the name Judy.
Judy from Fred.
She
actually.
fully adopted that persona.
Yeah.
That was her day in the sun. That was
Say that so weird.
Another day of sun.
Well, also, do you know
Great
what they're
movie.
trying to parody? Like
What?
the song? It was
No.
Ignition.
oh, that's what it was. I was trying to figure
They
out
were
what
like,
it
beep,
was.
Was that
beep.
what they were
They're
trying
like,
to
beep,
parody?
beep. I mean, that's.
That song's that old?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
But also, that
sounds
was what that was
old.
That's
supposed
like a
to be?
2000s. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
2006.
Damn.
Maybe I'm interpreting it wrong, but I
It
think
was
that it
so
was
bad.
Ignition.
Had to have
by
been.
R. Kelly. Because they were like, beep, beep.
An R. Kelly
Wait, they
song.
put an
That
R. Kelly
explains a
song in
lot.
there?
R.
No,
Kelly's,
yeah.
R. Kelly's 2002.
R. Kelly should have been in the movie.
No. Incorrect.
He may as well have been.
Yeah.
Honestly,
If anybody, if I could have expected anybody to pop out at any moment, it was R. Kelly.
Bob, that was trash.
Playing
can.
himself. Hey, what's up, Fred? Do you want me to piss on you? I mean...
Okay.
That was stupid.
That would have
was-
happened in the movie.
But that
though.
would- that's what I'm
the
saying.
saddest
Would have
thing.
happened.
There's
That
already
is
a
not
piss-
a stretch.
There's a piss scene in that movie where Fred pees
God.
himself.
There
and
is
it's very
like
visual.
baby Fred
Oh, yeah.
pisses himself.
Yeah, it's gross. I don't want to see it. I don't care if it's a fucking 7-year-old. I don't want to see piss in any movie.
We also never loop back to the fact that that kid was in the woods for like 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
They
Oh,
find
yeah.
it,
Never
and they
mentioned
just-
that.
They just leave him.
Yeah.
There's Fred is scared of the woods because his friend Evan got lost in there when he was
When
a
he was
kid.
like 6.
Yeah, when he was 6. And when Fred goes back into the woods and talks to that deer, after the deer goes away,
Disappears.
the grown kid walks up and he's got like this fucking ratty hair, and he's like, I got it.
I found
Fred's
the
like,
ball.
What are you talking about? He's like, I found the ball. And he starts like laughing maniacally, and Fred runs away. But here's the thing, this can't have been a hallucination. One of you guys pointed
I
it
said
out.
this, I said
Yes,
this.
because after Fred left, it cuts back, and Evan's still there.
Every
Yeah.
other hallucination, they're not there. By the way, he hallucinates throughout most of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Meaning
Absolutely.
he's 100% schizophrenic. What is going on in this movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Durf was.
I
cool.
still believe
Durf was chill.
Yeah,
Durf was
cool.
chill.
He also, Durf, by the way.
Nobody talk about Durf.
No.
Just say Durf was
That's
chill.
all. That's all we need to say.
That's the
Durf was
one
based.
thing we're not explaining.
Durf was base.
At one point, he walks by a pet shop. Then there's no reason for this to be in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
But oh god, what's the guy's name?
Oscar
Nunez. Was in the movie. But anyways, he sees his pet shop and goes, "Oh, they have squirrels." Looking at 2 pictures of dogs.
Pomeranians.
Walks into this pet shop. And Oscar is like the front desk owner or whatever the fuck.
Oscar Nunez, by the way, for those who don't recognize the name, is Oscar from The Office.
Yeah.
Yep. So he walks
He was
into
in this movie. God damn it. I can't believe that. Sorry, continue.
He walks into this pet shop and he looks at this like fucking box of dogs and is like, "Oh, they have squirrels!" And he like really wants a squirrel, and because of what he's wearing, and he's like wearing like a tourist like travel camping fucking pack or whatever, they think he has a lot of fucking shmoney. So they're like, "Yeah, look at the fucking thing." And then he goes, "Oh, I can't afford that because my mom makes $750 a year." And they're like, "Ah, shit, he's poor. Get him out of here."
Gross, he's poor.
And then he tries to steal a fucking squirrel, a dog. And
This
they're
is
like,
a real dog, by the way. They didn't have a fake dog. This what he's about to describe happening.
Yeah.
Remember, it was a real dog.
They let Fred Figglehorn just fucking throw around this real living
I want you to
animal.
describe. Just remember, this is a real dog.
So Oscar was like, "Holy shit, he's a gangbanger." Pulls out some fucking mace.
He
and-
says gang banger. That is
I
verbatim.
forgot he said that.
Yeah.
I'm
He
mad.
picks up
again.
a dog and hides the dog in his shirt, and is like, "Oh my god, it's a gangbanger." What? What?
What are you talking about?
And then he ends up macing his coworker, which
His husband?
yeah, maybe, who knows.
Very
After
confusing.
like 3
yeah.
minutes of Fred jiggling this dog around in his shirt, like it was fucked. It was fucked.
What happened to the second
Yeah,
dog?
that's what I was.
It was a dream.
It wasn't
That was a
real.
dream.
It wasn't
It wasn't real.
That wasn't real.
That
No.
wasn't real.
Because he woke up
I
and
know
he was still at
it's
the bus
tough to
station.
tell what was
Right.
real and what wasn't.
Yeah, this is like Inception.
I went to the bathroom at one point in this movie, and I came back. He had just arrived at the beach after getting on the wrong bus or something.
By beach, we mean a
pool.
community pool that for some reason has like a well of sand.
Yeah,
I never thought about that.
Yeah, it was
That's
very
what it
weird.
was?
Because it just looks like a flat ground pool, but then he gets buried in the sand at the pool. So it must have been this like dugout, like skate park looking thing.
Yeah.
where they just filled it with sand to make it look like a beach.
really sick. Not gonna lie.
when I get back,
It is,
from
but
the,
very impractical.
when I get back from the bathroom, what I see is him screaming with his head out of the sand, and him getting like kicked in the head by the bully character. And I was like, "Oh, we've
By the
gotten
way,
to the
that
good part."
scene was very funny.
I was happy to see that.
He hallucinates Judy drowning in the pool and wants to rescue her. And he goes, Judy, no! And then
I hate how many times you're doing this impression.
and then the bully looks over to the lifeguard and goes, "I got her." By the way, he's in a cast because he broke his arm on a treadmill when
Masturbating.
Yeah,
he masturbated.
canonically in the movie he was jerking off.
Yes.
Oh my
So
That's in the crotch
he
shot
then
part.
jumps down. He slides down the fucking slide in the pool with a bag over his arm. And
Nice detail.
rescues Judy and comes out, and they're singing while he's carrying her, and then they fucking kick Fred in the head.
Yeah, wait a minute. Why did Fred's hallucination factor in the fact that Kevin would have to put a bag over his cast? Why would he make sure that detail was correct?
Yeah.
Who fucking knows?
Why
man?
did any of it happen? Why did any of this? Why did this movie get made?
Yeah, why did this movie happen?
Who greenlit this?
How long have we been recording?
Clay Wiener.
30?
God,
38?
30. It's 29.
Oh, yikes.
Okay, so what else? What else do we have to say?
In the beginning of the movie, he's trying to find a way to get to Judy's house. So we already mentioned the one where he tried to dig a tunnel to her house. And there was also a part where he puts on an invisibility cloak, which is just a cloak that doesn't fit him with camo on it. And also some bronze fucking Air Force Ones, which is fucking weird as shit.
Really weird detail.
Yeah.
They didn't even look like real shoes.
He bullied the bully by throwing like balls at him, but it wasn't fucking real. He runs back into his house, needs a disguise. He dresses up as a woman.
Progressive.
And the bully's like, damn, that motherfucker kind of cute. And then he, like, knocks on Judy's house. And then he's like, wait a minute, Fred? Fred? And Fred, scared as fuck.
The bully goes, I'm gay!
He runs back into his house and is now someone's knocking on the door and thinks, holy shit, he's trying to break in. It's actually his mom, and then she beats the shit out of him. And wails on him until he's beaten to a pulp and he's purple.
There were so many times where I was watching the movie and I was genuinely imagining the very next scene, Fred just gets mangled and mutilated.
And that's like, the funniest parts of the movie.
I literally, he was like had his backpack on, ready to go out and find Judy, and he's standing in his doorway, just like waiting, and he's about to step out, and I just thought, what if he just stepped down and it was just a landmine and he just got fucking blown to pieces?
There was a scene. There's a scene where he and Judy are in his head, sitting outside of his house in the middle of the cul-de-sac, having a pool party, sitting outside a kiddie pool, and he's talking to her. And randomly, the cops show up to the house behind him. And I was like, wouldn't it be funny if this is just an uncut shot from now on, where the cops run and you just start hearing shouting and gunshots, and then what ends up happening really is they come out like very, very aggressively yanking around the bully and shove him into a fucking cup cruiser.
Why are they arresting him?
Because Fred's a psychopath.
Because fuck that guy in Fred's mind.
Fair enough. Good point. Fuck that guy.
Fred says Blue Lives Matter, actually.
Oh, no. He does. He says it.
He says
he looks
that in
directly
the
at the camera.
It says, I support the boys in blue.
Regular Lucas Crookshank voice. Blue light. I'm not going to say it.
Kevin Jameson.
Yeah, I was going to say, we all went silent for that
only
audio.
Blue Lives Matter.
I'm not letting that exist.
Damn.
Hey, true.
Sonic.
Sonic 2 trailer just came out, but instead we're talking
Target.
about this.
Why are you advertising the Sonic head?
Because it's great. Everybody should buy this.
Yeah, everyone should get Sonic
Speaking
head.
of things you should buy, have you guys ever heard of Tempur-Pedic? It's a wonderful mattress.
What is this
Pretty
fucking
good.
bit? What is happening?
Okay.
We just like Tempur-Pedic. I don't know what the deal is.
I hate this.
Do you own one?
Have you
No.
ever slept on a cloud? Buy Tempur-Pedic.
I actually go to my Tempur-Pedic every single day, my local one, just to see how the beds are doing. And you know what? It's crazy. There's a new bed.
We're
every
actually
single day.
not sponsored.
The beds sell out so quickly that there's never the same bed there. So I'm always greeted by new Tempur-Pedic beds. It is phenomenal. Everyone there knows me by name because I always call the store to make sure that they're
let
getting
them
new
go.
badges
Yeah.
and they're selling things.
This is going
I
to be
get 15 a week.
the rest of the
15
episode.
Tempur-Pedics a week. That's impressive.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
how are
a lot
you
of
doing,
gifts.
Marcus?
A lot of gifts. It's the best gift you can possibly buy.
This can't happen.
A Tempur-Pedic bed.
I sleep on bricks. Anyway, in the beginning of the movie, before we even start the movie, on the title screen,
The DVD menu.
the DVD menu, the DVD menu. It's so fucking hot in here. I can't think. You when you push the play button to play the movie, the sound effect of Fred screaming plays, and I think it's the funniest thing ever because it just implies that every time you try to play the movie, Fred is screaming in agony.
It's actually a real live audio hookup to the real man sitting there strapped to a chair, and every time you click play on the movie, he gets electrocuted for his crimes.
10 volts.
Jack, will they have heard this at the
10
start of the
volts.
episode? You
100
said something
volts.
downstairs.
I don't know. I'll try to put it
It
in.
may have been the cold open. It may not have been.
If
Anyways,
it wasn't, it's good luck. Buy the DVD.
Don't. Anyways, why would we endorse this movie?
I forgot to mention, he has one other disguise. Fun fact.
What is it?
He dresses up
In full blackface. It's awful.
Anthony, why would you say that?
He dresses up in what looks like some Vietnam wear, and there's distant gunshots and stuff, and the entire time he's just pouring ketchup on himself as if he's being shot. He then jumps over this counter window thing that they have in his fucking house, and now someone else is spraying him with ketchup, and he's just covered in fucking ketchup. Why?
It's like a minute and a half.
And then
steps
he
on
has
the
a
landmine.
daydream where his
Then he steps on
dad,
the
John
landmine.
Cena, comes to him in full military gear, drags him into a full-ass, like, four-wheeler military jeep with a mounted turret with some... Who was that?
was his mother.
It was his mother
Yeah.
on the back, just gunning down who we can only assume are civilians because he's driving through a neighborhood while this
Like
is happening.
a residential area.
A residential area.
It's incredible.
What is this movie?
Every scene with John Cena is so good.
Bucket list ideas.
What?
So, I have a theory. And I mentioned this during the movie. I have a theory that in reality, Fred is tied up in a padded cell this entire movie, and screaming and shaking and slamming his body into the ground.
Yeah.
I
But
agree,
they didn't want to show that got cut. That's in the director's cut.
That's the post-credit sequence. Is Fred writhing around screaming in a
Screaming for
padded
his
room?
mother's eyes.
His mother actually is dead, and that's why he only sees her asleep. And then his dad comes time.
His dad died in the war.
Comes to visit him sometimes, and then he also has a photo of the woman Judy, and his cellmate is Bertha.
Holy shit, you're right.
Wow.
And in the guard is the bully.
Fred is the
Excellent.
darkest and most deep movie you will ever watch in your life. Go buy it right now.
Fred represents the 7 layers of hell.
It's actually one of the greatest psychological horrors I've seen to this
It
day.
is, actually.
Fred is one
I was
of
dead
the 7
serious.
layers of hell.
Is it 7? Is it 7?
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
right.
know. Oh my god, I don't even read Dante's Inferno.
What is? Do you have your notes app open?
Yeah, because I have the thing.
He was taking notes.
like-
Oh, you were taking notes.
Nick, can you just
Wow.
read off your notes?
Oh wow.
Can you just read them off,
My
please?
notes say, okay, so if it looks like I was on my phone the entire episode, I was just looking at my notes. Title screen, Scream, Clay Wiener, Day, 2 question marks, Fred scene, 30 seconds. That was my point about how you could just skip ahead 30 seconds and it's a new Fred scene, which honestly, don't hate. Fred mom opioids. Alien Mexican guy. That's in the movie. I didn't say that.
They did
Oh
call
my
a
God.
Mexican guy
And then-
a spaceman.
And then counterpoint, dear black guy, Evan scary. I'm gonna tell dad, and mid fell down.
Excellent work. I feel like whatever you have is gonna last a while.
It is.
So I believe it is time to move on to surprise segment.
I would like just
So-
to say one more thing. Real
Oh yeah,
quick.
Fred.
Oh, please.
Fred, you didn't get to talk at all
Fuck
this
you.
episode.
Anyways.
I just there's one thing that upset me during the scene where he was trying to hide from Kevin. He never asked John Cena how to go invisible.
That is so
did.
upsetting.
Oh, I forgot
The
to
entire time. He never-
mention. Where the fuck is my phone?
That was great, Fred.
Where the fuck
That
is
was
my
actually
phone?
very good.
You're welcome.
Here it is. So, in the Fred movie, fucking John Cena puts him in a headlock and is telling Fred to say these words, and Fred then repeats them and then puts John Cena in a headlock, and it's actually from the song of his WWE intro, the time is now.
Oh yeah.
And the chorus is, your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. And he says it like 6 times throughout the movie, just to be with his dad. Also, one time his dad just pops up in the living room and is looking at a fucking orange that is on the table. It's just like, doing his fucking you can't see me thing.
And then Fred goes, Dad, what are you doing here? And he goes, I'm gonna take a nap. And he walks away. He doesn't say anything else.
There you go.
There was no point. And you know what? We just endured like an hour and a half of agony.
It was alright. It was like I said to Jack, it was the best, worst movie.
I
I've
think
ever
it's
seen.
I think it's funny enough to watch it with a group of people and fuck
Yeah.
around.
I agree.
It was. I'll agree.
But it's not good enough for me to call it good.
It's
said
no Willy's
this-
Wonderland.
I said this
Yeah.
directly
Oh,
before
phenomenal.
we started filming. If I had been watching that on my own, it would have been off in the first 5 minutes. But because we watched it together, I was able to stomach it.
I think that we should watch movie Fred 2 and 2, 3.
Every
Let
time-
us know if you want to watch Fred the movie 2 or 3.
And then go buy it on Blu-ray
if
and
I
enjoy
remember-
it yourself.
If I remember correctly, I think Fred 2, what was it called?
Night of the Living Fred.
Night of the Living Fred. I think that movie was genuinely good as a child. I remember it being good.
I remember the Fred movie being good, so we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dear
that's
God.
fair.
So back to my segue. So we just endured about 90 minutes of agony. So I thought, what is more fitting to end this episode than more minutes of agony? So you gentlemen already are equipped.
What in the
What?
Yeah, we're doing.
Cut the
hold on to
episode.
these.
Turn this
It's
down.
too late, you're
These
already
on?
fucked.
I want to put these on.
What is
So-
going on?
Chris is handing us latex gloves.
Yeah, if you're not watching the video version, this is not going to be nearly as good.
This is
I have to
fascinating.
take my ring
While
off.
we're doing
Your
this real
YouTube
quick,
though?
while we're doing this, I will say, how many of us?
Nope.
How many?
Oh God!
How many of us have seen the Batman? As of yet.
No, I haven't.
Okay, just me and Anthony. I have had the worst movie theater experience every single time I go see a movie these days. After COVID, nobody knows what the fuck they're supposed to do in a movie theater.
Oh god, it's so bad.
I don't know why it's so difficult for people to just shut the fuck up and watch a movie for a few hours. Like, if it's too long and you really weren't expecting to sit here for too long, then fucking go home. I can't believe it. There was a guy on his phone the whole time.
To the point I've never entire time.
He just kept pulling it out and was like just fucking texting.
I had a group of 12 boys in front of me, like teenage age, and the entire movie they were all on their phones, all talking at a normal fucking level.
I did not buy these.
You're welcome.
So
they were talking at a normal level, and
for me.
they were just being so disruptive the entire fucking movie, and the entire time I just wanted to fucking beat the shit out of them, throw their phones across the fucking thing. But I wanted to be respectful to the other people watching the movie. But it was awful. If you are one of these fucking people, die. Literally fucking die. We don't want to see
that.
You know what? Go watch the Fred movie.
And speaking of death, hey, we got to do this transition
You know
at
what
some
this
point.
is, Jack?
I don't recognize it.
Speaking of
You
death,
put two queer people in the same spot, they're gonna kiss each other.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck
so
is
this here, I'm gonna bring this up to the camera. Sorry, this here.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt.
The lighting is awful.
It's not. Don't worry about it.
This
It's not
here-
gonna happen.
Okay, it's not gonna happen. This here is Lil Nitro, the world's hottest gummy bear.
We're gonna
Anthony,
fucking
would you
do
mind?
this.
Would you mind reading off the back for me?
So, of course, the world's hottest gummy bear. Consumer beware. This is not your ordinary gummy bear. From Flamethrower Candy Company comes the next experience for those who seek the heat. Lil Nitro has been infused with our signature 9 million Scoville.
That is 4 times hotter than the one chip
Are you
challenge.
fucking kidding me? Who the fuck said this was a good idea? I'm gonna kill you.
Chili extract, making him 900 times hotter than a jalapeno pepper.
I'm taking the
Do
tiniest
you dare this
You
fiery
gotta put the
gummy
whole
bear?
thing in your mouth, Marcus.
I'm not doing that.
For context, the most normal pepper, fucking organic pepper, ghost pepper, is 1 million Scoville. This is 9 times that
To
amount.
also be fair, Scoville is kind of a gray area as to whether or not it's actually anything. As soon as we're done handling these, throw these gloves away.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
In
touch
the
your
trash
eyes.
in there.
Yeah.
None of y'all touch your
Yeah,
eyes.
no, I told them we need
This is the
gloves for
packaging
this.
it comes in. Just a small fucking gummy bear. It looks like it could be weed infused.
It's literally just it's a gummy bear.
What if this is like a prank and
It's
there's
not.
actually
It's
weed
not
in
that kind of camera. It's
I was trying to block the fucking
We're not
light.
just
Don't
going to
bother.
be eating this though.
people know what a gummy bear looks like. It's a red gummy bear.
I just want to show how small it is. Because it's
It's
fucking
gummy
tiny.
bear sized.
Oh yeah,
smells
did you smell
awful.
it?
It smells fucking like
Can I smell
garbage.
No.
Smell it.
All right,
I'm deeply unhappy with this already.
hey,
The worst
Hey,
surprise.
you're not the
thing.
only one that's going to be going through it.
Who
Everyone
bought
here is.
these? How much was this?
I'm not going into that.
So
I spent a lot.
The website
Chris.
suggests that we do something called the 5-minute challenge, which implies that we have to chew this for 5.
No!
That's not happening. I'm biting off an ear.
No, it's no milk for 5 minutes. That's what it is.
Oh, right.
But
we don't
we're
have any of
actually
that.
going to be doing our
We
own
literally
challenge.
don't have.
There's
milk.
no milk.
Shit.
We're fucked.
We literally don't have.
Hey guys,
milk.
so
I don't want to do
there is
this.
there is another side to this. This is the flaming tongue twister challenge. So I got a list of tongue twisters here, and you're gonna have to take your bite and then do a tongue twister.
Make sure it's all teeth. Don't touch your lips to this fucking thing.
Yeah,
Correct.
I've touched the thing with both gloves. Do you want me
Have
to take off my
big-ass
glove with one
lips.
hand so I'm not getting all this on your phone?
I think I've touched it with both hands too. I gotta just disinfect this thing.
All
To
right.
be honest.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah. So, are y'all ready?
This is stupid.
No.
This is the
I'm
dumbest thing.
deeply
You want to
unhappy.
know? Hey, viewers,
What are you doing?
I'm here for an entire
I'm not ready.
week because of spring break.
I had to drive
I've
Marcus
been here for a week.
5 hours round trip here
Yep.
today.
Yep.
About 4 hours ago, we were driving to my house.
Yeah. And this is what I have to do.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Holy
That's
shit.
out. That's out of my mouth. That's out of my mouth. That's out of my mouth. That's out of my mouth.
Yeah, there it is.
That's awful.
You wanted me to eat the entire thing? I hope you burn in hell. Hope you burn in hell.
How?
How is it this way?
Tongue twister. I'm ready.
Oh, that's painful.
I'm back right out now.
That's so painful.
All right, this is funny. This is so funny.
All right, gamers, it's tongue twister time.
My gums are on fire.
Oh God, I swallowed my saliva. Don't swallow your saliva. Just spit it out.
It was too late.
All right, I'm gonna start us off.
You're not gonna throw up in here. I'll literally kick your ass.
Jack, sit the fuck down.
Sit down, kid. Oh, we were about.
Yeah, stay in there. Stay in there for 100 years.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. Fuck. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Oh, this is awful. Why are we doing this?
A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper. Ah, fuck. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper.
Oh, fuck me.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers
This is
Peter
so
Piper.
not fun.
This is awful.
This is the worst thing. I'm gonna get that shit out of my face.
How about this? Hold on.
What'd you do with your gloves?
I put it in there.
Oh, okay.
All right. Stanky Hanky, allegations vile and ranky. Our main story, ominous and ominous, accusations against Hank Hippopotamus.
What is this?
Who is anonymous? Dion. I can't. Hold on. There's a better one.
No, good, thank God.
There's a better one. There's a better one. There's a better one.
Didn't shoot you much.
There's a better one.
I did too.
I chewed a lot.
Okay. Hey, gamers.
Okay. Here it is. Nope. Wrong one.
Okay, how about this? To sit in solemn silence on a dull, dark dock in a pestilential prison on a lifelong lock. A living the sensation to find a short, sharp shock from a chibi chopper on a big black block. This really isn't that bad now?
No, it's calming down. Oh, my head.
Jesus.
Stop!
Close the door.
Close the door.
Close
Come
the
on.
door.
Come on.
Can somebody pass me more water?
This is unlistenable.
Oh, God.
Everybody come
Pass
to
me my
the
water.
video.
Hold on.
Christ.
I'm getting a call from Scam Likely.
What are you doing?
Oh, okay.
It ended.
Here's
Okay.
one. I'm not ready. I never got to direct my Backdraft remake.
is a mistake.
Zach Braff's Backdraft. I never finished my memoir. I started a Zach that started the whole world braffing. I never got to license the Zach Braff short stack breakfast attack at Shake Shack. Cash strap hash brown facts. Who hashtag
this?
Zach Snacks get a cashback with the Braff Bucks app.
2 to the 1 from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke
Smoke
so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1 from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night at the D. Let me tell you how I got her to leave with me. Conversation and Hennessy.
One hen, 2 ducks, 3 squawking geese,
4 limerick oysters, 5 corpulent porpoises, 6 pairs of Don Alvarez tweezers, 7,000 Macedonians in full battle array, 8 breast monkeys from the ancient sacred goods of Egypt, 9 apathetic, diabetic, old men on the road skates with a marked propensity for procrastination and sloth, 10
Why do I feel
lyrical
like
cancel,
everybody's
diabolical,
diabolical?
denses of the deep who all stole the corner of the cold of the face, all at the same time. This is awful. This is, it's not even, it has no taste.
Combination of the water.
Let's actually talk about what we're doing now.
Yeah.
It had, we all
It's
took
awful.
a
It's
small
awful.
bite
Worse
except
than-
for Fred.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Fuck you.
I chewed so much.
Anybody, water?
Why would you do that?
Hey, guys. Thank you for joining us for this episode.
This was, well, we need 10 more minutes. This,
Lean it back.
it has no taste. It is
Oh, it's getting worse
just,
now.
it is just painful.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you do this?
Because I thought it'd be funny.
Are you,
thought
are
it'd
you
be
having
funny
fun?
No, but yes.
Here's
Hey.
So loud.
this would have been, I feel like Hot Chip Challenge would have been more fun.
They were sold out. This was the second thing on the recommended. I went, oh, it can't be that bad.
Oh my god.
I can't feel my tongue.
You know,
I-
I would
it's
absolutely.
just numb.
I
So-
would eat the entire chip. Actually,
I
'Cause
did.
I want some chips.
When I was
The
when
hot
I
chip
was
challenge is not that bad.
when I did the 1 chip challenge, I ate the entire thing, and I vomited.
Maybe that wouldn't have been a good idea.
Maybe not. I feel like you can't even,
That's why I didn't swallow it.
You should have to sign a waiver before swallowing this gummy bear.
Yeah,
This would tear your insides apart, I feel.
I'm so glad we didn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
was
it
it.
did.
I feel high. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like out
Well,
of it. What? Not.
aren't you?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's not anymore.
Close the
why-
door. We can't have a fucking sync running while we're recording a
I
podcast.
can't think right now. I'm sorry.
This is why I said don't drink alcohol, boys.
Yeah, good point.
Do you
I
want
did.
to do
God.
Oh,
jumping
is that
jacks?
why? Is that why?
I've just got to keep taking water.
Hi.
Again, nothing's gonna help this. Milk
Water.
wouldn't even help this.
Water, milk wood.
Hold
yeah,
the water in.
and you said, 9 million scorch of fucks.
Scoville.
Scorch of
9
fire.
million fuck boys.
I'm like
even-
drinking all of your
It's
water.
even.
It's fine.
I've had like the last dab. It's not
That last
that
dab's fine.
different.
The last dab is pussy shit compared to this. This is nothing.
I mean, again, it's not even. It's just painful.
The Lil Nitro challenge. Can you go 5 minutes without relief? If you did this
I took
for
so much.
5 minutes,
I
you
used
would
so
not
much.
have a mouth anymore.
Yeah, you would be out of commission for like days.
I would
Absolutely.
if I did that. I think genuinely this entire week would have been ruined.
Hey guys,
Yes.
let's never do a hot challenge again.
That's not true.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah,
I would do the
Again,
wing
this
shit.
was you.
it was me.
I would
Hey,
do the, I
don't
would
let me
the
do
wings.
It
We
would.
should do wings. We should.
I'd love to do wings.
I would love to do
I
the
love
wings
wings.
challenge. Yeah,
I
me
fucks
too.
with wings.
I fucked with
Wings are
wings.
great.
This
guys
is
want
just
wings?
again. This is just painful. There's nothing enjoyable about this.
Yeah.
At least the wings taste good.
Wings have good texture. Gummy bears.
Also, that last stab sauce, it's got a good taste.
Have you had it before?
Yes.
Have you had like all of it?
What do you mean all of it? Not like on a wing. I've had it on a chip, but it was okay. It was
Oh.
good.
Oh.
It was fine. It's
what
really not that bad.
I wanna,
Again,
yeah, I
if
wanna
it
do
were,
that.
I'm salivating so much.
Yeah.
If it were, Anthony is leaving the room. I don't know where he's going. That he thinks will save him.
He's having it
Now
the
you're
worst.
you didn't.
You're
close-
making okay.
I
I'm
tore
so
this thing apart.
delirious. I'm so out of it right now.
This is it's official.
Ether.
We've got our new Anthony, ladies and gents.
Yeah.
Yeah!
He's the winner.
He
Okay.
won!
Outlast, outwit, outplay.
This was all planned to kill
It's about
Anthony.
drive. It's about power. We get
I got
hungry.
fucking
We,
spit.
We stay hungry. We could devour. Put
we
in the
eat
work.
food. We are hungry.
Get that shit
Get
out of
my
my
face.
These will be burned.
Yeah, we will be having a burning ceremony.
I'm sure it wouldn't be hard.
They
listen.
will ignite if you just like snap on them.
The Fred movie was worse.
Yeah, does anybody have anything
The
else
Fred
to say
movie
about
was
Fred?
more suffering than this. I would
man.
rather eat
Why does it
another one of
say-
these than watch the Fred
Okay.
movie again.
Oh my god. What time are we at? Okay. This is 53. We're going to cut it.
This is the end of the episode.
We're going to cut it.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry that this is a little bit of a shorter one.
We have to cut it here.
We have to. This...
Jack's
Okay.
gonna kill me as soon as this camera's off.
Yeah,
Bye!
Thank you, everybody, for listening or watching. Hopefully watching. Please watch this episode on YouTube. You are missing a lot if you're not.
Bye, Tempur-Pedic.
That's Fred's message.
Bye!
Anthony, you're back. We're giving closing statements.
For the first time.
Bye, Marcus.
For the first time ever, I could say this and it makes sense. Not getting milk was a bad choice.
Thank you, everybody,
One-chip
for
challenge
watching
was worse 'cause I ate
/listening.
it.
Yeah, that's what...
My nose isn't even running.
Let's finish the outro.
Thank you to Josh for making our theme. Thank you, Fred, for being our first in-person guest.
Yep.
And for tanking this like a champ, can I just say?
Absolutely.
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. You look like nothing happened to you. You look like Satan didn't just piss in your fucking mouth.
He tried.
Marcus is laying on the floor and he just looked at me with the most concerned look in his eyes.
Are you okay, Marcus?
I'm leaving again.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. We will see you guys next week.
See ya.
Adios. Oh, man.
Got it.